Is the Synology DS224 Plus worth it? Hi, my name is Neil and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below to get all the latest videos. Synology has just come up with the DS224 Plus. So we're going to see, is it actually worth getting? I'm going to compare it with the current DS223, which is on sale at this moment. So let's have a look what we have. What are the physical differences? Well, in the 224 Plus, there are dual LAN lights, as you can see over there, because of the fact that it's got two network ports, whereas the 223 has only got one. On the back, well, the DS223 has two USB ports, whilst the DS224 Plus has two network ports. So let's have to see what it looks like. So in the DS223, you can see there by number 9, there's got two USB ports, and the DS224 Plus has two network ports for link aggregation. Now let's have a look at the processor differences. Here's a table of the two. In the DS223, you see it's got a Realtek, and the clock speed is kind of set. There's no boosting, and it's got 2 GB of RAM. Whereas the 224 Plus, being a Plus series, number one, it's also got the Intel Celeron processor, which has a boosting option, and as well as it's got 2 GB of RAM to start, but it can be upgraded to 6 GB of RAM, which is really good. And the one thing that I really love is the Intel graphics on board. So what are the pros for the DS224 Plus? Number one, it is the latest 2-bay NAS. It has the Intel chipset, which is really good, especially if you're running a Plex server and you need that on-demand graphics processing. And the one, also as I mentioned before, you can expand the memory to 6 GB. Some other things are active backup for business. Now, if you are getting a 2-bay NAS and you're having it as your sensor for your network, it's going to be not just only sitting there for your Plex server, that's going to be doing all the other stuff that you have. And one of the good things is active backup for business. If you've got that package, it only backs up all your PCs, Macs, Linux machines automatically, and that's one of the big benefits of making sure all your machines are backed up. And one thing which is on the side, and it's the virtual machine manager. So if you ever need to run another NAS virtually, or even trying something else, the virtual machine manager is the way to go. And one thing you'll notice is 2 GB of RAM is definitely not enough to run a virtual machine manager. So upgrading it to 6 GB or even 4 to 6 GB is going to be definitely better. So that way then you can run a virtual machine if you need something like a reverse proxy or things like that, or something to run on. You'll have that there, whereas in 223 you don't have that. Some of the cons, definitely a higher price tag. Not only is it newer, but it has a little more features, but it's also... And the one thing that people are going to get controversial, I think, on me is the 2 network ports. I personally like 2 USB ports at the back. Now, 2 network ports is good for link aggregation. Most people only use one. Very seldom do you actually have a switch which will actually allow link aggregation to get the 2 GB of network speed up and down. 1 GB is usually enough for the average household and for the small business. So that's why I would rather have the extra USB port to do other stuff with it. So in the end, which one would I choose? The DS224 Plus, definitely. Over the top, it's got a lot more features. Yes, it has got a slightly high price tag, but for overall, if you need a 2-bay NAS that can do almost everything for you that you need, then this is the one to get. And there you have it. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Let me know which one you would choose if you get the 223 or the 224 Plus. As you know, for me, I choose the 224 Plus over the other one, but I would love to hear comments. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.